Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a show prediction for the upcoming June 11th Marigold show. There are some pretty interesting matchups here. Some of them are super obvious who's going to win, and then there are some that I actually think might surprise some of us. I am going to go through each one by one. Let's take a look at this. Forgive the really crappy layout. I'm not very good at OBS yet. I'm assuming that it's from left to right in order of the show. So like the Marai versus Komomo Minami is the start, and then the final is Utami versus Nanae, which will be interesting because this will be the first show that they end on a singles match. Because every show up until this point has been like 3 singles matches and then all multi-man matches after that. So we're starting with Marai versus Komomo Minami. It is Komomo Minami's debut. Rossi did say that like her outfit is not something to be expected, so I'm very curious on what that means. I have a feeling that it's kind of pumping me up a little bit too much. And I'm just gonna be let down. You know, it's probably just gonna be like a regular like wrestler gear, but just probably higher quality than most rookies. Obviously, the winner of this match is going to be Marai. There is no other outcome here that makes sense in any way, shape, or form. Marai is too high up on the card to ever lose to a rookie, and she is too high up on the card to ever tie a rookie. So unless Komomo Minami is like super good, I can't see her ever tying or winning this match. So Marai's going to win this most likely by pin. So there you go. First match is going to be Marai by pin on Komomo Minami. Second match, now Ishikawa versus Nagisa and Nozaki. This is probably going to be a really good match. I don't know if they've ever fought before. Because Nagisa seems to have a little trouble with being on the same page and the timing issues with the people so far. She's really killing it. It's just sometimes you can kind of tell that like her and her opponent aren't really always on the same page. And now Ishikawa has a 100% lose rate right now. It's really unfortunate because she's my favorite wrestler in Marigold right now, and I sure know how to pick them, don't I? Clearly Nagisa is going to beat now by pin. We did just have our first ever submission pins in the June 2nd show, which is really interesting. 2 in one show, and those were like the first ones. Every other match up until that point has either ended in pin or a tie. So Nagisa is going to pin now, and I think that's probably the most obvious outcome of this entire show. So let's move on to the next match, a tag match, Mai Sakurai and Misa Matsui versus Natsumi Shizuki and Chiaki. Now this one is a little bit more tough, but I'm gonna have to say Natsumi, Shizuki, and Chiaki are gonna win this. And the reason for that is Misa has one of the worst win rates in the entire promotion. Out of the 5 matches she's had already, she's only won once. She has an 80% loss rate, which is really crazy. Like, come on, Rossi, come on. She's another one of my favorites, by the way, Misa. So yeah, I just can't see Misa and Mai pulling out the win here. I could see them having Mai or Misa pin Chiaki. I think they're going to have Shizuki pin Misa. That's what I'm calling it, and that's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. I've never been wrong ever before in my entire life when it comes to predictions on wrestling matches. Don't look that up. Moving on to the next match, and probably the match I'm looking forward to the least in this show, just because it kind of seems like a leftovers match. And what I mean by that is all the other matches, except for now Ishikawa versus Nagisa Nozaki, make sense in the matchup or have some kind of storyline associated with it. But this one, it just kind of feels like all of the leftover people were just thrown in a match. I mean, first off, Bozilla hates Zeta, so that's going to be interesting, because Zeta just cost Bozilla her first loss, or her cost her the win and gave her first loss. Now Bozilla didn't get pinned, Zeta did, but now Bozilla has a big 1 instead of a goose egg on her losses. So she's no longer a 100% win percentage. She is now in 80, I think. All right, so we have Miku Aono, and I thought her name was Amare Koki. Is it Koki Amare? Am I crazy? I thought they distinctively put Amare before Koki in all of the promotional stuff. So Miku Aono and Koki Amare and Chika Goto versus Bozilla, Myla Grace, and Zeta Steel. This one is tough. I gotta be honest, this is probably the most tough match to guess. And the reason for this is because Chika Goto and Koki, when they're teaming together, I believe are unbeatable in Marigold right now. Or like undefeated. Koki, I'm pretty sure, has won every single match she's in. Okay, she hasn't won every match. She has a 66.67% win percentage. She's won 3 matches, lost. Or no, won 3 matches and lost 0. So she has a 100% win rate right now. So she has yet to lose a single match. I'm sorry, it's midnight. I'm really tired. Chika Goto right now has a 66.67% win rate, and Miku Aono has an 80% win rate. So they're doing some pretty good. Zeta Steel has a 0% win rate. That doesn't make sense. There's no way. Anyway, so Zeta Steel has a 0% win percentage, so she has yet to win a single match, or be on the winning side, which is crazy. Wait, she's had 4 personal losses, 4 losses. She's taken the pin in every single match? No, that doesn't make sense. Tie, okay. Zeta Steel, Zeta Steel, Zeta Steel, Zeta Steel. Oh my god. Okay. So Myla Grace, she has a 40% win percentage, so a 60%, loss percentage. But her personal loss percentage is 40%. Zeta's is 100%. Although I'm pretty sure it's like 80 because of the tie. But so yeah, this is a losing team, just all around. But then you have Bozilla with an 80% win percentage because she's been in 5 matches and she's won 4 and lost 1. So the only thing that's really keeping this team from just being blown out by the other team, which has a really good win percentage total, is Bozilla. Now that alone could be enough to overthrow the imbalance here. But this is tough because they're really pushing Miku Aono as like a top chick, right? She just beat Utami. Like they had her going head to head with Utami, and she was coming out on top pretty much the entire exchange. So they were really cementing her as a top figure in this promotion. And Koki and Koki and Chika, they're like a tag team. They're one of the few like actual tag teams in this promotion. The only other one that I could even pretend is a tag team is Mai Sakurai and Zeta Steel. But yeah, so Koki and Chika are like an actual tag team, and then they're teaming with like a top star candidate versus 3 people where 2 of them have a really ridiculously low win percentage. So if the Bozilla side wins at all, it's going to be specifically because of Bozilla. And I'm pretty sure they don't have any matches in between now and this match, because it's 2 days away. Yeah, there's no other shows. So I don't see them having Bozilla lose twice in a row, especially when we're like leading up to the belt introductions, and she's clearly going to be in the red belt running. But at the same time, it seems like Rossi really has a thing for Koki. And what I mean by that is like he's really kind of pushing her as like a, I don't know about a top star, but like maybe like a top mid carder. I think they're gonna have Bozilla pin Chikagoto. That's my my guess there. That's the only one I don't feel like any confidence about. Every other prediction on here, I have a pretty good reason for why I think they're gonna win, and I feel confident in it. This one, literally a coin toss. Now we're moving on to the semi-main event. We got Victoria Yuzuki versus Sari. This one is as easy as the Marai Komomo Minami one. Sari is going to murder Victoria Yuzuki. It's not even going to come close. I don't know why Rossi would do this. No, it's going to be a really amazing match, but Sari's obviously going to win, and it's going to be by pin, and I bet she's going to do that Uranage move, where like the here and then drops him on her head. Sari has a 100% win rate. She's been in 2 matches, won twice personally, so she also has a 100% personal win rate. Freaking crazy. So let's move on, because we all know Sari's winning, and then by pin. Now, the main event, and this is where I am going to shake things up, and a lot of you are probably not going to agree with me. Utami Hayashishita versus Nanae Takahashi. Now, most people would automatically assume that Nanae is going to win this. She almost never loses. She's one of the bigger names in current Joshi in terms of like veteran status. She's a 25-year vet. But I think that Nanae's intentions in Marigold is to push the next generation. If you look at all of her matches up to this point, yes, she's won, but she's been facing people that she should be winning against. But if you look at those matches, they are the perfect newcomer versus veteran matches. She's letting them get in offense to make them look strong. She's hitting them hard with moves and strikes and allowing them to have that fighting spirit moment. She's really elevating everyone she's been in a match with. I'm pretty sure she has a 100% win rate. Yes. 100% wins. Been in 3 matches, 3 wins, 3 personal wins, 100% personal win percentage, and 100% win percentage. I think this is going to be her first loss. I think this match is to elevate Utami to put her into the red belt division. This is to help push Utami to the top. Because the red belt is really going to be it's either going to be Sari versus Utami, Sari versus Julia, or Julia versus Utami. One of those 3 matches is going to be for the red belt. And I just would really love to believe that Nanae is not going to be the first red belt holder. I just really hope that that's the case. Moving on from that thought process, though. I think Utami is going to beat Nanae. It's going to be really, really close. Whatever the time limit is, it's going to be within the last minute of that time limit. So it's going to seem like, oh, time limit. I don't think they're going to do time limit draw, and I don't think they're going to have Nanae win this. They are going to elevate Utami hard. And since this is Utami's first singles match since coming to Marigold, it's really big boots to fill, and who better to put her in a match with than Nanae, who's probably going to walk her through this. So there you go. Those are my predictions. Here are the winners. Top to bottom, lightning fast. Marai, Nagisa Nozaki, Natsumi Shozuki and Chiaki, Bozilla, Myla Grace and Zeta Steel, Sari, and Utami Hayashishita. Please let me know in the comments if you disagree on any of my predictions. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Are there going to be any surprises? Any new faces showing up? Someone from like a freelancer showing up to challenge someone? Or do you think everyone who's going to be a part of the show is on this poster or these posters? All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.